Hello everyone and welcome to Learning Her program, a DPDP collaboration program between American University and MI Radio on 96.1 F and MI Radio. And we are the hosts, Zoe and Theo.
Hi you guys.
And yes, Learning Her is all about bringing you some positive vibes in English talking. And this show is to dive into daily English talk. And thanks to our awesome collaboration with American University of Yangon, AUI.
Yeah, so get ready for some cool discussions and lots of English banter. And we got special guests from AUI today. Hello, you guys. Please introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Theo. I am an alumni of the American University of Yangon, and I am now working there as an intern.
Thanks for coming today.
Hello, everyone. This is Theo. I'm an external program officer at American University of Yangon.
Okay, so
Theo, what are we going to talk about today?
Oh gosh, okay, we got an interesting topic today. We're going to be talking about millennials and post-millennials, and as you can see, we're all from different age groups, right?
Yes. And you know what? I'm so much younger than you, by the way.
First of all, you're like 2 years younger than me.
Maybe 5 years.
Anyway, so Theory, I'm guessing she's the youngest out of all of us.
Yes,
but really though, like, do you guys know where you fit in, like millennial or post-millennial?
Of course, I fit in with post-millennials.
Such confidence.
Millennials and their Harry Potter. I really go with that.
Yeah, I do fit in millennial.
Okay.
What do you fit in, Theo?
Millennial.
Millennial?
What about you, Zoe?
So,
Of course, post-millennial.
pose.
Whatever. You're gonna catch up on it. Anyway.
Okay, just a quick reminder, you're tuning in to Learning Her on 96.1 FNMI Radio with AUY, and we are on every weekend on 11 a.m.
Technically, yeah, I am a millennial. I have younger friends, dated younger men. Yeah, I see you judging me. Okay, like the big difference between post-millennials and millennials is social media, right?
Yes.
Like for post-millennials, like everything has to be shared, everything has to be tweeted, everything has to be...
Wait, hang on a second. Are you talking about me, by the way?
Duh. That's what you get for calling me old. So, yeah.
So, yes, do you tell me your moment that really showed how you guys sees the world? I mean, your generation, like... It could be something significant. I mean, there's special things like an event, like the new gadget, or like the new trend. What's your game changer?
For me, it was when the touchscreen first became a thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had my first phone. Of course, it was a click phone, and I would see ads, like Android ads, about like a bunch of men. They were like tapping on the screen, and they were like creating water ripples, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. They would actually play with water. No way, can they feel the water? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I want it so bad. And a few years later, I got it, and it wasn't that special.
I mean, it's still special.
In a sense.
So, Philip, as one of the first generation to experience the internet, and I meant that in the most respectful way because we're in the same we're in the same age range. Okay, so what key differences do you see in how technology like has changed compared to like post millennials?
There's a big changes in terms of technology. So in our time, millennials, we started to experience the internet and the mobile cell phone right here, right? The arrival of technology here in Myanmar, if we want to talk about the specific location, okay? And those post-millennials, they are born with that technology, right? So we started to experience a little bit, later than their age. Right.
Yeah.
For me, I started using, I would say, cell phone when I was 18 years old.
Oh wow!
So that was about 2008, around 2009. Yes, and then we have Gmail and Gtalk.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah.
And a few years later, we have Facebook.
Yeah.
Right? So
MySpace.
Yeah.
MySpace. Yeah. Most definitely. I grew up with flip phones.
Yeah.
I'm sure you.
Yeah, yes. I'm not that young.
Like flip phones.
Is it keypad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also like the TV sizes back then were so big, like you could fit like a small child in it. That's how big the TV were.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to watch TV every day, only on some days. So sometimes when I want to keep up with updated news or like want to read some like in the latest celebrity news, I will have to read it in newspaper or like in a magazine. So kids these days are so lucky that they're joining classes with their own laptops and chatting with friends with smartphones and sharing their lives on social media. Lucky, huh? So Theo, you are growing up with smartphone and social media. How you see the war? I mean, your place indeed.
Well, I think because of social media, you see all these people on the internet, they're doing their own thing. Most of them are so pretty, and I just look at them, and sometimes I feel terrible myself. But you know that I also see, because a lot of my friends are also very obsessed with social media, and I feel like it's their world is sort of shifting, as in like reality is social media and reality is no longer reality, and I see people
sometimes
enjoying
quite different, right?
Yes, sometimes I see people enjoying reality less than social media, and it's quite sad, but you know, it's for the best, because social media at the end of the day is making our lives so much easier, make us understand a lot more about like people around the world, even though it makes us feel terrible about ourselves.
Today we're discussing about some of the differences between millennials and
Yes.
post-millennials, but we also have to talk about some of the issues, situations that we all have in common, like something we're all passionate about, right?
Yes.
So-
And like we mentioned earlier, the differences between millennial and post-millennials are social media and the rise of technology and AI and everything.
Yeah. I feel like even the way how millennials cope with like heartbreak,
Okay.
grief, loss, whatever negative emotion, they will turn it into a meme or like a
maybe
TikTok,
TikTok?
short. It's hilarious. Don't get me wrong. Like I watch it, but it's their way of expressing their emotions, right? And the same with love and dating.
Right, I want to talk about the dating lifestyle. So when it's come to dating lifestyle, what is the difference between millennial and post-millennial? What about you?
Dating style, I think it's changed a lot. Yeah, so in our time, most millennials, at least we takes a lot of time.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, yes.
Before we
Pre-season?
approach 3 seasons, no 3 seasons.
What even is-
Okay, so my point is, it didn't happen really quick. Like it's happening,
Right.
today. Among
Yes.
among post millennials. Okay,
Right.
so we take time and then we observe, okay, and we think about deeply
Yes.
before
Yes.
we get into propose or fall in love with that particular
Yes.
girl. But I don't see that sort of consideration in today's. It happens really fast, right?
Right.
Yes.
And you have a strong connection with someone, and you're not afraid.
You just
right?
go for
you
it.
just go for
Yes.
it next day.
Yes.
Sometimes it's next hour. Is that fast?
yeah, especially with online dating,
Yeah.
like Tinder, Bumble, all of that. It's so fast now, and it's so shallow because
Yeah,
all
yeah,
you
yeah.
do is you look at the picture, and you're like, oh, I'm in love with them. How can you be in love with from one picture?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, what about you, Theory? Like, how, what do you see around you that is different from us? Like with the dating
Relationship-
lives? Yeah, just relationship
relationship-wise?
and love. Yeah, is it different or?
with my generation and your generation.
Yeah.
I think if we're talking about Myanmar,
Yes.
it's not that different. But if we're talking about the United States, right? There are dating shows. I don't know if they're real or not
Right.
from Jubilee, where it's like you press a button, and if you want to eliminate the person, you can tell that people are just there to sort of win, and instead of like actually learn yourself.
Yeah.
I watched this video on YouTube about it's called People Talking. They
Yes.
talk their first episode was about the dating life in general, how people nowadays, they're all so shallow. They want to show their best parts of themselves
Yes.
because they want to end up with that person. But instead, you should try to sort of show the worst parts of yourself, so that the process is sort of like much more clear cut, and you won't end up in a short, meaningless relationship.
Got it. Okay.
We can always learn from each other. There's many things that we can also relate with each other and find common ground. For example, everyone from different generation is always trying to find new invention to find a new better life for the easier life, and we are always striving to be better, right?
Yeah, sometimes we even have to catch up with, post-millennials, right? No, they're just way ahead of us sometimes.
Oh, yeah, no,
the way they use technology, right?
Yeah.
But not too fast. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, I need to ask my student to, like, how do you use Zoom?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to use Zoom.
Yes, exactly.
Like, because Zoom, for example, is such a new concept, right?
Yes.
Because of COVID-19, working from home. So those are some of the changes as well as we see.
Yes.
So as well, what about you? Like, what do you...
The new things from millennials.
Yeah, like what can you learn from us though? What can you learn personally from me?
Personally, for you, maybe the idea of love.
All right. Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
so guys, we're right back. Philip.
Yeah.
Philip, I'm sure you have a lot of differences with your students, obviously, right? Even in this room, we're all different because we're from different years that we're born, different generation, different backgrounds. How can post-millennials and millennials work together to solve the things that are important to both of them? Like some of the same issues. Like, well, how can you work together?
Okay. So, different generation with different perspectives always bring different, point of views, right?
Yes.
So, but it's always a way to work together. So it doesn't matter, like you mentioned, what generation you're coming from, right? So, right now we have a lot of activisms and the movements led by millennials, quite young, right? So they're not afraid to speak out,
Yes,
right?
yes.
They're not afraid to promote the awareness of education, sexual education, and the community service.
Yes.
So we're not that different in terms of our age. So our mentality, I think, might be just close to them, but the way we think,
Yes.
right? But millennial and post-millennial, I think we can work together. Like we can set up a volunteer group in order to promote education or to do community service in order to help the poor. Yeah, I think we are the two best generation, the closest generation to work together for a better future society.
Yes, teamwork between two generations can also bring positive changes, right? To education system, maybe bring it in new technologies and new methods, or get students to ready for
millennials and
job
post-millennials is not that much different.
Not much difference, to be honest.
We tend to have the same or common interests.
Yes.
They have so much beef on the internet, though.
The post-millennials?
Yeah, post-millennials and millennials.
Especially like the skinny jeans stuff.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. See, I still wear a choker because I'm a millennial.
I did not see that choker.
Like skinny jeans and like what else? Trying to cancel Eminem. Apparently. I don't know. But
I think that's a bit of trolling on the internet. But we are on the same team, I think.
Yeah.
I have a questions I would like to share with everyone.
Okay.
It's not a question. I think it's an issue that has to be addressed.
Okay.
Especially for post-millennials. Yes. So I would like to suggest post-millennials to limit their time on screening and don't overuse social medias or whatsoever. It could be Instagram, TikTok, Messenger, Facebook, any type of social media platforms. Another thing I would like to add on is because an excessive time on social media can actually harm your mental well-being.
Yeah, it affects our attention span, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're a student, it's going to damage or ruin your academic life as well. So I think you make sure that you have a limit the way you spend your time on social media. Yes.
Yes, of course, there is so many dangers that comes because like overusing our social media. And like in digital age, did you know? And if you upload something on social media of internet, is it there forever, right? If you even delete it, right?
Yes.
I think that the system will keep it. The server, the main server. For instance, Facebook, you delete your posts, your photos, right? From your device, it's gone. But from Facebook server in the United States, it stays there forever.
Yes.
Until they delete it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what? Some millennials are using social media and waste lots of time on that more than a post-millennial, right?
Sometimes, yeah. Just have to go back home and I'll see one.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So, Theo, I'm sure your views are quite different from all of us. So, please tell me your view. How can the experience and knowledge or post-millennials enrich the perspectives and like actions of millennials?
If we're talking about enriching, the only thing I can think about is the bond between us, right? You know, on the internet, you always see, you know, post-millennials making jokes about millennials' fashion sense, jokes about millennials' you know, their interests and whatnot. That's kind of memes that millennials make because it's so obvious.
Yeah.
But you know,
also joke about our passion. Sometimes.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know about those. But you know, these jokes, although some people may take it seriously, like, oh, post-millennials, they hate us, blah, blah, blah. No, in actuality, it's sort of a way of bonding. I see it as a way of bonding where like, oh, I joke about you, you joke about me back.
Yeah.
It's just so fun, you know?
Yeah. And the fact that, you know, like millennial fashion is kind of coming back. Kind of.
Not really.
I'm trying to make it come back.
Not really. Post-millennials are not disturbing. Please stop saying that. But yeah, I sort of agree in the fact that, you know, millennials and post-millennials, they can, with the use of technology, they can, because they'll be more aware of things, they can sort of help each other heal from the generational trauma that has been, you know, imposed by the elderly, the people who do not know better. Than us, than we do.
It's like the generational trauma.
Yes. We can create a better future for
absolutely.
this generation, like when we work together. But we have to understand with each other by listening others' feeling and learning new culture from different generations, right?
What about you, Zer? Do you have anything that you want to add on? Like something that we can work together?
The only thing we have to understand with each other. Yes, that's the only thing.
Understand and just try to be okay. Got it. All right. So you guys, we will be right back on MI Radio.
မနက်ခင်း7:00 နာရီတိုင်းမှာထုတ်လွှင့်တင်ဆက်ပေးနေတဲ့ MI Radio ရဲ့ Learning Hub Season ကိုနောက်တော့ဆင်ရဖြစ်ပါတယ်ခင်ဗျာအဲ့တော့ Zero ကဒီနေ့ကတော့ Millennial Generation နဲ့ Post Millennial Generation ကြားမှာဘာတွေကွဲပြားခြားနားချက်ရှိနေလဲဆိုတဲ့အကြောင်းအရာတွေကိုဆွေးနွေးတင်ဆက်ပေးခဲ့တာဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဆိုတော့ theory ကိုရာ Post Millennial တယောက်ဖြစ်တာဆိုတော့ဒီကြားထဲမှာကိုယ့်ရဲ့တွေ့ကြုံရgift တွေပါတယ်ရှိချောင်းရှိမှာပေါ့နော်တခါလေနားလည်မှုမတူရတယ်ဆိုတော့ post millennial တယောက်အနေနဲ့ millennial တွေကိုပြောပြချင်တဲ့စကားတစ်ခုများရှိလားဒီဟာလေးကိုဒီလိုမျိုးနားလည်ပေးရင်ပိုကောင်းတဲ့ communication ပိုရတော့မယ်အဲ့လိုမျိုးပြောချင်တဲ့အကြံဉာဏ်လေးရှိလား
ညီမတို့ post millennial တွေကတော့ကလေးတွေမဟုတ်တော့လို့ပြောချင်တာပေါ့နော်တအားကြီးလဲ look down နေမလုပ်ပါနဲ့အခုလဲအသက်လဲညီမတို့လဲအသက်ကြီးလာပြီကွာဟို millennial နီးပါးလောက်ရောက်နေပြီပေါ့နော်ဒီအသက်လေးနည်းနည်းတော့တိတ်တော့မနေဘူးအသက်လေးပဲကွာတာရှိတာပေါ့နော်ညီမတို့လဲအသက်ကြီးလာပြီဆိုတော့လဲညီမတို့ပြောစရာရှိတာရှိလို့ရှင်တေချာနားထောင်ပြီးလက်ခံပေးပါပေါ့
yes
တခါလေကြာရင် post millennials like သူတို့ပြောရစကားရ it's ပိုပြီးထိရောက်တယ်you know more than millennials sometimes
ဒါမှတခါလေ millennials တွေကလေ post millennial တွေကြုံတွေ့နေရတဲ့အခက်အခဲတွေကိုနားလည်ဖို့လိုတယ်သူတို့ခေတ်ကကြုံတွေ့ရတဲ့အခက်အခဲနဲ့ဒီခေတ်ကကြုံတွေ့ရတဲ့အခက်အခဲကမတူတော့ဘူးဟုတ်တယ်
I agree I think they don't beat around the bush you know they should just where they feel it
ဟုတ်တယ်ဆိုတော့ခုနကဆိုတော့ပြောခဲ့တဲ့အတိုင်းပဲအခု post millennial တော်တော်များကြုံတွေ့ရတာက social media နဲ့ pressure တစ်ခုပါရလာတာအရင်တော့ဆိုရင် millennial တွေကအလုပ်တော်တဲ့အိမ်ပြန်လာတယ်အလုပ်က pressure ပါလာမယ်အခုက post millennial တော်တော်များကအလုပ်က pressure ပါလာတယ်လို့ social media က pressure တစ်မျိုးရှိနေတာဆိုတော့ pressure မတူညီတဲ့ connection တစ်မျိုးဖြစ်နေဆိုတော့ဆရာအနေနဲ့ဆိုရင် post millennial တွေကိုဘာတွေများဝင်မြပေးခြင်းသေးလဲ
အကျော်တို့အနေနဲ့တော့တို့တွားနေလမ်းကြောင်းကောင်းတယ်ထင်တယ်ဘာဖြစ်လဲကျွန်တော် millennial တွေကကျတော့ရုပ်သွားမယ်ပြီးအိမ်ပြန်မယ်အလုပ်လုပ်မယ်ပြန်မယ်မိသားစုကြည့်မယ်စောက်ချောက်မယ်ပေါ့နော်အခြေပေးမယ်အဲ့ဒါတွေမကောက်တော့မဟုတ်ကောက်တယ်ဒါပေမဲ့working life balance တွားတဲ့နေရာမှာတော့ကျွန်တော်နောက်ပိုင်းလူငယ်တွေသူတို့အလုပ်နဲ့အပြင်မှာသူတို့ပြောမဲ့အချိန်နဲ့သူတို့ဘဝပေးရမဲ့တက်အချိန်တွေကိုတည်တံ့စီမံထားတာတော့ကောင်းတယ်
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ပါခင်ဗျာဒီကနေ့ကတော့ American University of Yangon AUY နဲ့ MI Radio တို့ပူးပေါင်း season တင်ဆက်တဲ့ Learning Hub season မှာတော့ Millennial Generation နဲ့ Post Millennial Generation တို့ကြားအကွေးပြခြားနာချက်တွေသူတို့ရဲ့အမြင်တွေကိုနားဆင်လို့ကောင်းမဲ့တဲ့ချင်းလေးတွေကိုဖွင့်ပြရင်းနဲ့အတူတကွတင်ဆက်ပေးခဲ့တာဖြစ်ပါတယ်နောက်ရက်ဒီမှာလည်းစိတ်ဝင်စားစရာကောင်းတဲ့အကြောင်းအရာတွေကိုထပ်မံပြီးတင်ဆက်ပေးအောင်မှာမို့လို့ Learning Hub season ကိုစောင့်မျှော်ကြည့်ရှုဖို့ဖိတ်ခေါ်ပါရစေခင်ဗျာMI Radio